Hey guys, welcome to Heat, Happy Energy, Amor Tarot. So I tapped into this energy where I felt this deep inner silence, almost like two souls trying to scream, to talk to each other, maybe um, over lifetimes. But it seems like one of you is getting ready to talk and the other one is getting ready to possibly surrender. The wheel is turning, right? Now the thing is, will it turn together or apart? So let's find out what's going on between the two of you. We are doing this for the masculine and the feminine energy. Now, what the feminine is preparing for emotionally, that is Ace of Swords and Temperance. Now, Ace of Swords is where she's moving into clarity. This is also communication. This is no more illusions, no more maybe someday kind of an energy where you know what you want, you know what you want to go for. Temperance is about healing, it's about patience. She's aligning with something, she's aligning with something that brings inner peace, that brings some sort of balance in her life. This is where you push the emotional chaos away. She's learning to speak her truth while staying grounded. Like I said, someone, possibly the feminine, is the one who's entering her truth era. She's no longer kind of chasing signs or asking for substance or begging, in front of anyone. Her heart wants union, but her soul is not going to settle for half truths or half baked stories or the same kind of cycles. This is where this is like an emotional detox she's going through, where releasing any fantasy illusion and moving towards calm, peace, sacred and self-honoring energy. Now, what the divine masculine is preparing for emotionally, this is Queen of Wands and Four of Wands. See, he sees her glow. So Queen of Wands obviously is the feminine energy here, and maybe this kind of intimidates him or terrifies him. This is like, she is full of confidence, fire, beauty. Maybe she's being appreciated by people all the time. This could even create some sort of insecurity in the masculine because she's going places, is what I see, in whatever sphere it is. Now, Four of Wands is where he wants that sacred union. This is again that twin flame energy. This is where you see this person as a strong connection. Maybe there is a lack of self-worth he's facing though with this. He's emotionally circling the idea of commitment, but afraid to take that leap to bring it in reality. This is like, he's in that space where, imagine you're standing outside of this house that you always dreamt of buying. But now, and you've reached there to possibly buy it, but then now you're thinking, do I really deserve it? Am I worthy of it, kind of a thing. So he wants the feminine, not just in body but in soul as well, but the fear of not being enough is still lingering around this door. So, and possibly because of some shit show he has done here. Now, if this reading is feeling like your story, or if it's resonating with you, do subscribe to the channel for some more. Let's see what part of the journey is ending between them at this point. We have Page of Pentacles and the World. See, Page says that this was once a beginner's journey. Pages are immature. It's like a student kind of an energy where this is like a beginning. So hopeful starts and immature love kind of a thing. But the World is when the cycle is complete. It's about a completion. So now the cycle of waiting and wondering which has been going on, that is something which has to close. Um, Maybe, I'm hoping, both of you have outgrown these same patterns that have been going on. So the door is closing on the immature, naive, irresponsible, form of love here. The breadcrumbing, the mixed signals, the uncertainty. That chapter is closing. This isn't an ending of the connection. This is ending of the pattern that you've been stuck in, because you've been one of you has been breadcrumbing and the other one kept accepting it, but that person is starting to see the truth now. They are not willing to settle. Now, what new cycle is beginning? Since this is ending, let's see what new cycle is kind of beginning. This is 4 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles. See, 4 of Pentacles, where balance is possibly trying to emerge or align, but you must release the attachment. 4 of Pentacles is like, I don't want to release any attachment. You hold on to something, so you have to release that attachment. It can even be clinging on to your fear. The juggling has to stop. There has to be a decision that has to be made here. This could be emotional decision, practical decision, whatever kind of a thing. It has to be surrendered, but decision has to be made. You can't step into union, coming together, any of those sacred energies with fear. It cannot happen. It doesn't work like that. The new chapter will only begin when the emotional baggage of control, waiting, breadcrumbing, overgiving is released. There has to be a balance that comes in here. Now, here is a question that maybe you need to ask yourself, whoever is watching. Do you want them, or do you want peace in your life? Because if you're the one who's hurting them, then you have to ask yourself, do you want them? After releasing whatever patterns you've been repeating. And if you're the one who's hurt, then if this person was only creating chaos, then do you want them? Do you want peace? That is something that you need to ask yourself. Now, if we look at what are you still clinging to, we have King of Swords and we have the Star. See, you're clinging on to their potential, or the potential of the connection. You're not clinging on to the truth. The Star brings hope, but the King of Swords shows the coldness, the detached energy we have. You're waiting for emotion from someone who's stuck in their logic. And, a relationship cannot, especially a romantic relationship, they cannot work if you think from your mind. You have to think from your heart. And this person is possibly thinking from their mind. They're not bringing in heart when it comes to you. So, you are holding on to a version of them you have either idealized or dreamt of. This is where hope is beautiful, no doubt about that, but it becomes poison when it keeps you in a limbo, and you have been in a limbo for quite some time because this person is not really wanting to step up here. Maybe they will, but they have to work, and they have to understand that they will have to work. Now, what must be surrendered to the universe at this point? We have 6 of Wands and 9 of Swords. Now, the need for validation. 6 of Wands is all about recognition, validation. For being chosen, to be seen, that has to be released, that has to be surrendered. 9 of Swords is the overthinking, anxious energy where you could be dealing with sleepless cycles. This is where you need to surrender the belief that love has to hurt. If the love keeps hurting, maybe it's not love. A person, if they are constantly showing you that they don't care, they are okay to hurt you, how do you take it as love, right? So this isn't about them coming back to claim you. This is where you release the emotional addiction to the outcome of the situation, is what this is showing. Your value is not proved by whether this person returns or not. It's more about how you choose to rise from this situation, this connection, if this is not helping you grow in your own life. Now, soul verdict from the universe. We have Six of Swords and Wheel of Fortune. This is like a surrendering moment here, where Six of Swords says move towards peace. Six of Swords doesn't let you stay in a chaotic space. Whether that's together, whether that's apart, doesn't matter. Your peace is the most important thing here right now. And Wheel of Fortune shows divine timing is at play. This is where you're not stuck. This is where you have to move with the timing. You cannot control this. You are probably being rerouted somewhere where you're valued more, is what this is saying. So this is a divine delay. This is not a denial to what you're seeking. Union is possible with this as well, but only if both souls align with truth. If you're just going to be in that fantasy land, just act like a joker, it's not going to happen. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the person who's hurting you, kind of a thing. So sometimes, sacred union is not, it's not about two people coming together, but this is about two souls growing up. This is where, one will possibly take longer than the other. And don't consider this, or don't take this as a punishment where, you don't know now what to do because this person is left behind. No, this is a preparation for you to maybe reach another level in life. So you're not chasing them, you're choosing them here, even in this process where your heart finally, is resting in truth. That is what is needed here. So that was the reading, guys. Thank you for watching.